Paco, the adventurous scarlet macaw, found himself at the southernmost tip of South America, ready to explore the wild and rugged landscape of Patagonia. As he soared over the vast expanse, the lush rainforest he was accustomed to gave way to windswept plains, jagged mountains, and icy glaciers. The first thing that struck Paco was the sheer emptiness of the landscape. Unlike the crowded canopies of the Amazon, Patagonia seemed to stretch endlessly, with only the occasional hardy shrub breaking the monotony of the grasslands. The wind whipped through his feathers, stronger than anything he had experienced before. As Paco flew over the Andes Mountains, he marveled at the snow-capped peaks that seemed to touch the sky. In the distance, he spotted the massive southern Patagonian ice field, its blue-white expanse glittering in the sunlight. The sight was so different from his tropical home that Paco had to remind himself he was still in South America. Descending towards the plains, Paco encountered his first Patagonian animals. A herd of guanacos, wild relatives of llamas, grazed peacefully on the sparse vegetation. Their long necks and alert eyes reminded Paco of the vigilant nature required to survive in this harsh environment. Near a rocky outcropping, Paco spotted a peculiar sight, a group of large, flightless birds. These were rias, Patagonia's answer to the ostrich. Paco watched in fascination as these birds, so different from himself, ran across the plains with surprising speed. As Paco continued his journey, he reached the coastline. The rocky shores were home to colonies of Magellanic penguins, their tuxedo-like plumage a stark contrast to Paco's vibrant red feathers. He observed as they waddled comically on land, but transformed into graceful swimmers in the cold waters of the Atlantic. Further along the coast, Paco encountered a pod of southern right whales breaching in the distance. Their massive forms rose and fell in the waves, a testament to the rich marine life that thrived in these waters. As the day wore on, Paco found himself in the famous Torres del Paine National Park. Here, the landscape seemed to hold all of Patagonia's wonders in one place. Soaring over crystal-clear lakes, he spotted Andean condors riding the thermals, their massive wingspans dwarfing even the largest birds Paco had seen in the Amazon. In a secluded valley, Paco had a rare sighting of a Patagonian puma stalking its prey. The big cat's stealth and power were awe-inspiring, reminding Paco of the jaguars back home, yet uniquely adapted to this stark landscape. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in brilliant hues of orange and pink, Paco settled on a gnarled tree overlooking the vast Patagonian steppe. He reflected on the day's adventures, marveling at the unique and hardy creatures that called this rugged land home. Paco realized that Patagonia, with its harsh beauty and resilient wildlife, was a world away from his lush Amazonian home. Yet, it was equally magnificent in its own right. As he prepared for the long journey back, Paco knew that the memory of Patagonia's wild, untamed spirit would stay with him forever.